Hi, this is Infinite Possibilities, and for this video series, we're going to go look into the community feedback thread, which is on the forums. It has 9 pages, and if you can remember the economy series, it took me many videos for me to cover 2 pages worth of content, so how much more for 9? I did some math, and if it took me 9 videos for 2 pages, then if there's 9 pages, then it's gonna take me what, 40 videos? It's a long time. Um, but it's good because the best time to make content is obviously when there's new updates, but the second best time to make content is actually when there's a drought in content because people are hungry for FusionFall content. So some thoughts regarding the whole state of the economy thing. I think it's really good. I think segmenting the videos into like 8 to 20 minute chunks is a good thing if I want to go upload daily. It also increases retention time. It makes it a lot more viewer friendly, and it allows me to not have to worry about, oh, I don't have anything to go upload the next day. I can work on that. I really hope that you enjoyed the economy series. It was a lot of fun, and it's odd because I was, for like 9 plus days or something like that, I was wearing the same shirt, right? And it was kind of weird. But something that I want to do is I'm gonna go record for 2 hours, right? And I'm going to then uh, use those 2 hours as, okay, this is the daily footage for the day and for the week, and then after that's out, I'll do another 2 hour recording, obviously wearing different clothes, and so therefore I can have some ideas while editing my videos and having other stuff to say instead of just going through it all at once. Yeah, so getting started is always the hardest part. And yeah, I'm just gonna, I'm excited. I'm excited. And, I've actually spent, I haven't seen my webcam in a while. And, like, I spent a good 5 minutes looking into my face. Like, holy crap, I actually have some mild acne on my face. And I should probably eat eat healthier. And I'm just looking at myself. Oh, wow! I actually got a noticeable weight gain. I need to go lose some weight. Um, I weigh like 190 pounds right now, and I'm 15 pounds overweight, and I need to lose some weight. I managed to lose weight multiple times. Um, like my lightest was 150 pounds. And so like I once lost more than 30 pounds, so I can definitely do it again. Um, it's not a it's a month long, 2 month long project, but the problem would then be like maintenance. But yeah, we're gonna go get started. There's gonna be a lot of content to go really go through. I have a lot to say. Obviously, I won't be able to go through every single post on this thread because just to go cut off the fat. And yeah, so here we go. It is February 18, 2020, 4:57 p.m. And like the question was, this thing was posted way back in January 12, 2020, and Brian Infinite, how come you're not posting anything about this, or you're not making any comments about this? Well, the thing was that I was waiting for it to actually have 10 pages, but for unfortunately it never really reached 10 pages. So we'll see. So this is something that was posted by Devin. It is the very first community feedback. It's been read 4,570 times. Community feedback number 1. In talking with various members of the community and being interested myself, I thought it might be interesting to start a thread with the express purpose of hearing what people want out of this game in the future. Do you want more ultra hard to grind items? Yeah, I do. However, it should not be the priority. But we definitely do need that. Would you be interested in seeing more NPCs and missions? Absolutely. In the economy series, I was talking about that the main attraction for the original FusionFall would have to be the crossover universe. So that's to be the first priority, and the economy to be like a second, third priority. Maybe just more nanos. Yeah, that pretty much just like what I said. Nanos are the selling point for this game. So of course, adding more nanos would be great. Or maybe you have ideas for brand new features. Okay, I don't know. I just kind of want people to spill on what they think can be added to the game in the future. Keep in mind, this isn't a you suggested a thing, so we have to put it in the game now situation. Just a centralized location that would allow us to see what people are interested in, bounce ideas off each other, get creative, just post. So this is basically a suggestions thread, a mega thread for all of the suggestions. And yeah, we're just going to go and read some of these comments right here. And okay. Big Psycho Slayer from Little Armor from January 12, 2020. A different type of racing like the one we have is a time attack type deal. I would love a race to the finish type of race where you get to the end before time expires. Of course, enemies would be active and all to give it a challenge, and maybe some rewards are unique to this type of race. For any other thing, a character style changer like a pod or place to go. Okay, so let's break this down. So some sort of suggestion to make racing interesting. So the first idea that comes to mind would have to be, just going back into that economy miniseries, would have to be to keep racing relevant. It would be a good idea that for every update, the devs were to add in at least one set for ourselves to go race at one infected zone. Furthermore, if they really want to, they could look into the Calling All Designers thread, hint hint with the Steven Universe, video, and add that, for example, to like Galaxy Gardens. That would be really cool and would really increase the interaction between the community and the developers. Time attack type of deal. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Hopefully, this person can give some more explanation to what that is. For any other thing, a character style changer like a pod or place to go change your style, like hair, eyes, skin tone. Yeah, so some form of cosmetic surgery or some form of cosmetic transformation. You know, I've gone through this before in multiple times in my previous videos. Devin had this video called like The Barber, and it would allow you to change your hairstyle, even your eyes, your hair color. And I think it would be really cool if, for example, that you can actually change your gender. That would be really cool using the power of magic or cosmetic surgery. It just kind of reminds me. I look at my character Plumber Infinity, and before I kind of regretted the eyes that I gave her, the clever eyes. I should have probably gone for the anime eyes, but I got used to it. And maybe if there was ever going to be some form of cosmetic surgery or transformation where you can change the way your character looks like, then I think adding in some form of hefty fee of, let's just say, 100,000 taros or even more on there to make changes not as frequent, and it will be a great way to have a real taro sink. Okay, so here is what Illis Mexican said. Adding extremely hard grindable ultra rares is one of the things I want the most. If people want it, they will grind for it. Unfortunately, that's not the case for the Bandito hat. Sorry, Illis. If they don't, they won't. It's pretty simple, and it will satisfy the hardcore players. Yeah, so I'll be referencing the economy series a lot. It's kind of like a prerequisite, but it's recommended, but it's not mandatory for you to watch it. It's only like 2.5 hours long. Um, yeah, so grindable ultra rares. Yeah, so like this reminds me of the Solomon hat, the Rodney item, the Amiyumi, Pizza Party, Gangrene Tea, as well as the Bandito hat. Now, I do have something important to say is that if they were to ever add in a brand new grindable ultra rare that is a gold exclusive, they also have to be kind of careful where they place those that new gold exclusive item at, because the problem when it came to the Bandito hat introduction would have to be kind of it it really impacted the value of the ultra rares within the Scoria cephalopod as well as the Terraclaw drop table. Now, if we were to go into here, legendary and forbidden, the Scoria cephalopod, Terraclaw, Ruby Angel leggings, um, open circuit shirt, jungle shirt, um, taijutsu sneaks, the kosher rifle, a whole bunch of these items when the Bandito hat was introduced, as well as the toxic spawns, the value significantly crashed. So, because the reason why is because when a new item is introduced, players want to go get that new item, and so they get a bunch of other junk items that they don't want, and therefore the supply of taijutsu sneaks as well as like open circuit shirts, it there's a noticeable increase, and therefore the supply also drops. So I absolutely 100% agree that we should have some more gold exclusive items. It's just that we just have to be particularly careful with what monsters the devs decide to go add them on. Now, additionally, the worst possible monsters that they can add these new items would have to be these items right here. If they were to go add in new items right here, it would just basically have a very noticeable decline in their value, if not in terms of like an existential thing. So again, just very important. Where are they going to add these items at? Also bring back mysterious vendor with new items would be amazing. I'm just trying to find it with the community, maybe season 2. Like I talked about this before in my live streams and on the forums, and I'm kind of neutral with the whole mysterious vendor returning. There are pros and there are cons, and there's a dog barking in the neighborhood right now. I do apologize for that. But so, like the pros and cons of the mysterious vendor, the pros with the mysterious vendor would have to be it managed to get the community having uh, a whole hunting season, and it really managed to get a whole bunch of players to actively search the entire game to like where exactly it is. And like I remember when the mysterious vendors was released, we would get inside of our Discord servers, and there would be like 10 plus people inside of them, and we would just try and look for this. Now, that's like the greatest pro here. However, the greatest disadvantage with that is that it actually became incredibly toxic. Like, I remember, like inside of these 10 plus people inside of like a Discord group, there was a lot of people that were just basically waiting for someone to go find it. There was just like everyone was just waiting for someone to go find the item, and which was kind of ironic because it kind of reminds me of like the bystander effect. In actuality, the bystander effect is basically like if a crime were to happen, where there's a lot of people won't do anything to go prevent that crime because they think that someone else is going to go do it, and therefore no one actually helps the person. Or it's kind of like that idea of, oh, like my vote doesn't matter inside of this poll or election. However, when millions of people say that, then that's when the votes really do matter. Like no snowflake ever thought that he was responsible for the avalanche, right? So I that was like the biggest con about that, that a lot of people were just being too lazy, and they were just waiting for someone to go do that. And I do remember one of the more toxic elements is that when people do find it, they don't share it with anyone, and a lot of people get frustrated. And I do remember that there was one mysterious vendor, the one that was located at Genius Grove, where it took more than 24 hours for people to go discover it, and people were just completely frustrated. I guess the pro about the mysterious vendor is that, again, it allows people to get together, but the con is also, however, that's also its greatest con. And another pro about the mysterious vendor is that it allowed people to explore the game. They go explore places that they would probably never explore, and there's just a feeling, oh, I want to be the first one to go get it. And additionally, the final advantage about the mysterious vendor is that it was kind of like a Taro's sink. You would spend 100,000 Taros on this item, and it would be a pretty effective, moderate way to remove Taros from the game. So making community events like a grinding competition, a nano roulette, maybe other ones that will bring in players. These are my personal favorites because it brings the community together, and if it gets hosted by the actual developers, more people will come. And yeah, I definitely do agree with that. Like Illis and I, we do our own Discord server events. Like I was the one with the whole hide and seek thing. He's now following me. You have permission to go follow that. And I do agree, because like these grinding competitions, I remember I was attending ALS's grinding competitions. There was a lot of people, and I remember like when I was making my own hide and seek competition, there was a lot of people as well. And that's just two large community figures. How much more if like the actual developers were to arrange an actual event where the entire community can be together. So I definitely do agree with that. And also codes are cool, but maybe more exclusive codes, since you guys won't do events for a while. They're already planning to go do that. I do have a problem because like this actually needs to be kind of sorted out, because like when a new exclusive code item expires, for some weird reason it then jacks up to like 50k, and I'm like, what? Like, where did you get that value? That seems to like come out of your ass, and that's not like no.